that. But the men said to them, why do you look for the living among the dead? He's not here. He is risen. Remember how he told you. Remember? He prophesied about this. Old Testament prophesied about this. Jesus says, I lay down my life. John, the 12th chapter. I lay down my life only to pick it up again. I have the power to lay it down, the power to pick it up. He's not here. He is risen. Remember how he told you while he was still with you in Galilee. The Son of Man must be delivered into the hands of sinful men, be crucified, and on the third day be raised again. Then they remembered his words. Yes! Oh, now we remember. You've all those moments, right? Light bulb, ding! Now we remember. Jesus has been preparing them for 2.5 years. Only the first year of his ministry do we see he didn't talk much about this. From that year on, 2.5 years, all he said was, get ready for me to die. Now, do you want to hear that about your hero? Sidebar. Romo, the relief pitcher for the San Francisco Giants, you know where he was a couple days ago? Travis Air Force Base. Welcoming the guys that are getting off the planes. 4 hours the kids sat there and signed stuff. Anything anybody wants. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? See, when someone is your hero like that, how cool is it? What if we heard that he had cancer, he was going to die, or he died in a car accident? Wouldn't that just break you up? That's where these guys were, man. Jesus, their hero, had been killed. And even though he'd been telling them, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. But do you want to hear that your hero's going to die? No. Unbelievable. But they had to believe, because there was Jesus. Jesus appeared to them many times. But what do you believe? What do you believe? Let's take this, let's leave the disciples behind for a moment. What do you believe? In James 2, it says that the demons believe in Jesus and shudder. So you have to go beyond simple belief. You hear me? Now, I love Christmas lights. I love putting up the Christmas tree. I love touching the ornaments. I didn't get as many lights outside this year. It's a bummer. But you know, a lot of people put Christmas lights in their house, don't they? We have a Christmas tree in the corner here. Is there anything sacred about that Christmas tree? We're in California, and this is a government building. What does that tell you? It's a holiday tree. That's exactly right, Susie. It's a holiday tree. Because it really can't be a Christ Mass tree, can it? Because you see, putting up a Christmas tree and putting lights on the front of your house does not make you a Christian. You have to have Jesus deep in your heart. You have to declare who Jesus is. Let's go to Hebrews, that first chapter again. This time verses 3 and 4. Hebrews, that first chapter again. Here is what you must believe about Jesus to be a Christian. 3 and 4. The Son is the radiance of God's glory and the exact representation of his being, sustaining all things by his powerful word. After he had provided purification for sins, he sat down at the right hand of the Majesty in heaven. Now wait a minute. Can dead people sit down? See, the only way Jesus can sit down is if he's alive. And you have to believe that Jesus died for our sins, for our purification, that he rose on the third day, and that now he is alive right now. Just because you can't see him doesn't mean he's not alive. Can you see my mom and dad right now? As far as I know, they're alive. The phone hasn't rang. But just because you can't see Jesus does not mean he's not alive. He is alive because he had provided purification for sins. He sat down at the right hand of the Majesty in heaven. Verse 4. So he became as much superior to the angels as the name he has inherited is superior to theirs. Listen. Every knee shall bow and every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord to the glory of God the Father. Philippians, the 2nd chapter. Some people are going to be like me. I'll have the biggest, dumbest grin I've ever had on my face. And I'm going to be looking up, screaming praise to God. There's going to be others. They're going to have angels next to them. They're going to have their knees cracked down. And they're going to be on their knees. And through gritted teeth, they will also proclaim Christ as Lord. But not to their, only to their own shame. What will you be? Who do you believe that Jesus is? Listen, this Bible, we'll talk about this next week, it tells us that he's coming again. The same word that predicted he was coming the first time. And how'd that work out? Same word that said he was going to die the first time he came. How'd that work out? Rise again. says he's coming back. This time he's coming back in glory. We'll talk about that next week, the whole white horse thing, and have a little fun with that. But what do you believe? And listen,